WBA Vision Forum has been created by the WBA to get a group of thought leaders together in a closed-door environment where they can have open discussions around a number of topics. So for today in India and in Delhi, it is around connecting the unconnected. So for us, it's very, very important to understand what's happening in the industry, and the Vision Forum is the way to get that information to us. So I think there's two important things that are going on. First of all, we have our Connected City Advisory Board. So the Connected City Advisory Board brings leaders from cities together to commonly discuss problems around bringing connectivity into cities, and in particular Wi-Fi connectivity into cities. And what you see is that there's a lot of cities have the common problems. For instance, what is the business model? How can I make a sustainable Wi-Fi implementation? But there's a number of problems, and all those cities come together, and whether they're from India or from New York or from Singapore or from Mexico City, that group has great ideas on how we can make sustainable connected cities. Well, I think there's a lot of challenges here, but in my perception, this is almost like a personal perception, not the WBA official position. There are infrastructure issues that can be dealt with, but I think what the main problem is that we need is that there has to be a trust model between the private sector and the public sector, and they need to agree on what the basis is that they will work together, because there is probably not a connected city in the world that is not based on a public-private partnership that is sustainable. So that model needs to be created within India. And that will take time. That is no doubt about that. But I think that needs to be established before you can start to work on the other infrastructural challenges that you have. World Wi-Fi Day, June 20th, has been recently announced. And what we want to do is to look at how can we connect the unconnected at this moment in time. That is the main focus of that. And we're looking at rural areas, not only in India, but also in Africa. But strangely enough, look at large cities like, for instance, New York City. There are parts of New York City where people do not have broadband connections. And so also there are the urban pockets in large cities in developed countries that need to have broadband connectivity. And we think World Wi-Fi Day will put the focus on that and help us generate more motion into creating Wi-Fi as the dominant connectivity option for people in unconnected areas at this moment. So what we are trying to do with the cities that are already connected is to have them on June 20th offer free Wi-Fi overall in the city. Let people understand what Wi-Fi connectivity can bring to them. The consumer should be sitting back and enjoying this. This is something that needs to be driven by the industry, by the operators, and by governments. They need to collectively come together in World Wi-Fi Day and launch projects that will actually bring Wi-Fi connectivity to small cities, to rural areas, and like I said, also to certain urban areas.